Kelly Clarkson shares the startling question her son asked post-divorce. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to my channel. I hope everyone is having a nice day. Before we begin the video, please subscribe and give the video a thumbs up. On a recent episode of her talk program, The Kelly Clarkson Program, presenter Kelly Clarkson opened up about a stunning question concerning her divorce from ex-husband Brandon Blackstock from her son Remington, 9, who also goes by Remy. Clarkson, 42, was sitting together with guest Olivia Munn to discuss a number of topics, including parenting, when she mentioned her two children's divorce experiences. She described a time when Remy sincerely asked her, "Do you know my dad?" which caused the audience to giggle. Clarkson responded jokingly to the query, saying, "Well, we've run into each other at least twice." He clearly didn't grasp the joke, so he asked, "Twice? Okay, so you've seen each other," she remembered. Clarkson stated that her oldest daughter, River, 10, remembers the divorce, making it difficult to handle the children's varied experiences. Clarkson and Blackstock married in 2013, and they remained together until the singer filed for divorce in 2020. The former couple encountered difficulty during the legal divorce proceedings, but their divorce was finalized in early 2022. Next, Eva Longoria, son just discovered. Kelly Clarkson and fans adored the singer's response. The question. It happened on a Tuesday, the kind of Tuesday where you don't expect the earth to shift underneath you. A quiet evening, the kind with cereal for dinner and cartoons humming in the background while Remy drew pictures of aliens with 6 arms and laser eyes. He was sitting cross-legged on the rug in his favorite Sonic pajamas, and I was answering work emails from the kitchen counter. A normal night. A safe night. Then he asked the question that unraveled me. "Mom, did I break you and Daddy?" My fingers froze on the keyboard. I looked up, convinced I'd heard wrong. "Baby, what did you say?" He didn't even look up from his drawing. Like, if I wasn't born, would you and Daddy still be married? That was it. That was the moment I felt my heart crack in a way it hadn't even during the divorce proceedings. The endless calls with lawyers, the stress, the public eyes. It all paled in comparison to the weight of that one question from my son. I walked over, sat beside him on the rug, and tried to catch my breath. Shattered reflections. There are moments in motherhood that define you. Not the birthday parties, not the milestones, not even the sleepless nights. No, it's the hard questions. The ones no parenting book can prepare you for. The ones that sit on your chest long after your child has gone to sleep. I took his tiny hand in mine. "Remy," I said gently, "nothing you ever do could break me or your daddy. You are the best part of both of us." He blinked at me, still not sure if he believed it. "But you guys fighted all the time after I was born." Fought. I didn't correct him. It wasn't the time. "Yeah, we did, but that wasn't because of you. Grown-ups, we carry a lot. Sometimes we forget to put it down. We forget how to listen, or how to love right." He looked up at me then. "So it's not my fault." I shook my head and pulled him into my arms. "No, baby, it never was. It never could be." Still, after he went to bed, I sat in the hallway outside his door for a long time. I held my knees to my chest and stared at the wall, and I cried quietly, so quietly, the public and the private. It's funny how people think they know you when you're in the spotlight. They think the stage version of you, the polished, smiling performer, is the whole story. But no one really sees the backstage mess. The therapy sessions, the tears into a wine glass at 2 a.m., the phone calls to your mom where you whisper, "I don't think I'm okay." After the divorce went public, everyone had an opinion. Fans, tabloids, even people I hadn't talked to in years suddenly felt entitled to the details of my heartbreak. But no one asked about Remy or River. No one asked what it felt like to hold your child, while they quietly asked if they were the reason your marriage fell apart. That's the part no camera catches. Our new normal. Remy started asking more questions after that. Little ones at first. Why doesn't Daddy live here anymore? Do you still love him?
I promised myself,
Are you
I'd
sad? Always answer him honestly, in ways his young heart could understand. I didn't want to build walls of silence. I wanted to plant bridges of trust. Daddy, and I love you so much, I'd tell him. We just stopped loving each other the same way, but that doesn't mean you're loved any less. We made new routines: Taco Tuesdays with extra cheese, pillow forts on weekends, dancing in the kitchen to Queen when the mornings felt heavy. We began to build something different, not broken, just different. The healing. There was a day, months later, when Remy came home from school with a crayon drawing. It was of our family: me, him, River, and his dad. We were holding hands, smiling. In the corner, he had drawn a rainbow. "This is us," he said proudly. I made it happy, 'cause it still is. I choked up. "Even if Daddy lives in a different house?" I asked. He nodded. "Yep, it's still a family. Just a rainbow one." And in that moment, my little boy taught me something I've been struggling to learn. Love doesn't always look like what you planned. Sometimes it's a mosaic, shattered, rearranged, but still art. Letting go with grace. Eventually, I learned to forgive myself. I let go of the guilt, the shame, the voice in my head that whispered I had failed, because I hadn't. I chose peace. I chose honesty. I chose to show my children that sometimes the bravest thing you can do is walk away from what hurts, even when it's hard, especially when it's hard. And I learned to sing again, not just on stage, but in my kitchen, in the car, in the silence of night when the house was still and the kids were dreaming. The bigger question. I shared Remy's question in an interview once. I hesitated before I did it. Not because I was ashamed, but because it was sacred. I wanted other parents to know they weren't alone, that our children see more than we think, that they ask the hard stuff, not to hurt us, but because they're trying to understand. The reporter looked stunned. "What did you say to him?" she asked. I smiled. I told him the truth. Then I looked into the camera, not as a celebrity, not even as a singer, just as a mom. "If your kid asks you a question that breaks your heart," I said, "let it break you open. Let it lead you to healing." Thanks for watching this video, and please subscribe to our American Idol YouTube channel for more updated news.